Okay. Superintendent Sponik from Rhode Island. So you're a superintendent where? Remind me again.
Winnipeg Country Club.
Winnipeg Country Club. And that's a Donald Ross?
Yes, it is.
It's a Donald Ross. And you've been in Pinehurst how long?
16 years.
16 years. And your favorite golf course to play in Pinehurst is? Come on now, I got you.
You got me in a jam.
Your favorite? Come on now.
Probably CCNC, Dogwood.
Wow, that's a great golf course.
Yes.
Always in great shape, too.
Yes.
I mean, that's...
And a Magnolia at Pinewile.
See, the thing about the Mag is it's so long. I mean, it's so difficult. They have the qualifier for the big dance there every year. You know, the PGA?
Yeah.
The sectional qualifications.
Well, I can't play it from all the way
No,
back.
I certainly can't. So, 2 golf courses you've played recently over the last few weeks would be what?
Foxfire. Of course, I play all the Pinehurst courses.
Well, Foxfire, east or west?
East.
So tell me about the conditions.
Sorry. No, I played the west.
You played the west. That's fine. So from tee boxes all the way to the greens, 1 through 10, what are tee boxes like?
The tee boxes, I'd say, were at least 7 or 8. They were in very good shape.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. The fairways, I know they overseeded.
Yeah, and the greens were spotty in places, but they rolled perfect, and they were I'd say they were rolling 11.
Wow, that's
pretty good speed for there.
What is based on the last few years on that golf course? It's much improved.
Yes, it has. Yeah, before it's always a fun golf course, but the conditions were always not quite where it should be. But they're really doing a job right now. I was very surprised when I.
Well, coming from you as a superintendent, that means they're spending money,
yes,
and they're focused on making it a fabulous golf course.
Right. And we played Mid Pines last week.
How was that? I mean, the greens were real suspect last year.
Yeah, well, this year it's not fair for me to say anything too much about the greens because they just aerated about.
Okay, that's right.
Like a week before I played it.
That's correct.
But they still were not. They were pretty damn good, and they had the speed up. I was surprised, the guys that played ahead of us were playing with woodies, all the old.
Oh, okay. Hickories, yeah.
The hickories, right?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you something. They kind of surprised me. Some of these guys
These guys can hit a ball.
Yes, they
We had them at the Dormy Club, and they were absolutely unbelievable. Yeah. Shooting 80, 82 from the white tees, that type of golf with hickories.
Yeah.
Now, Pinehurst Resort, what's the last golf course you played?
3. But
I always call it like a very short number 2. Do you agree with that?
Everybody says, we're going to chew this up because it's a short golf course. And let me see your score when you get done. That's what I want.
The greens could be really...
The course is in good shape, but they can set the pins on number 3 where you can't finish.
Right.
Crenshaw always said it was one of his best courses before he plays number 2.
Wow.
Because you're going to hit every club in the bag.
I agree with that.
And you better be careful when you putt.
I think after the first hole, which is relatively easy, the next 4 or 5 holes you could be 7 over par.
Yeah.
You really can be.
But then 6 and they got some of the longest par 3s.
That they do. Yeah.
Uphill 190-yard par 3.
Yeah. Resort course 3.
Yeah.
Sponik, you're the man, and this is your second interview with greenreadernow.com, and I really appreciate it. Cheers. There you go. That's the real deal right there. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.